Okay, we're out. The home faces east. So this is the southeast corner of the driveway. Parkway sidewalk. This is where your water meter is. This is your water meter. Now this is a digital water meter, so it's kind of difficult for a home inspector to read.
You got a few feet.
But I'm not seeing any movement. Haven't seen any movement.
You got a few feet.
For lack of a better
5 feet.
prediction,
You got 5 feet.
for lack of a better explanation, this home has passed the water meter test, meaning that there's no fresh potable water entering the structure errantly. Okay, that's the water meter test. Now we're going to look where everything happens. You come into the garage. House faces east, so this is the west interior wall. We have a box over here by the water heater, and this is your main water shutoff valve. Okay, it's kind of hidden, but you can still get to it. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. I just turned off all the water to the house. If you have an emergency, you just unwind out of the door over here, turn the water off, and then, start putting your life back together. That's what you do. Okay, so that's the water meter, and that's the main water shutoff. Then on your sewer, this is the sewer piping that leaves the house. These are your clean outs right here by your front porch. Okay, it's a double clean out. This one goes out towards the street, this one comes in towards the house. That way you never get something blocked in the middle. That's the way it's supposed to go. These are your sewer clean outs. Now, on your water pressure, we're looking for between 40 and 80 psi. It shows right here we got about 85 psi. So our water pressure is too high. And it's been on for a while. I'll leave that on. I want to get a still image of it. What does that mean? My water pressure is too high. It's too much stress on the pipes. It's too much stress on the water heater. As a water heater heats, this is the original configuration, but as a water heater heats, the water expands. And then as it expands, it goes back up this pipe right here. Starts backing up the cold water pipe, the water supply pipe. And that takes the pressure off the bottom of the pan. But if you have over 80 psi, it cannot push the water up back towards the street. If it can't push the water back up to the street, it blows out the bottom of the pan. It takes off like a rocket, maybe. So in that case, there should be a couple of things. It's 80 psi anyway. This is PEX plumbing. A restrictor, okay, an adjustment valve should be put in here. And that does two things, okay. Water pressure relief, water pressure valve, okay. It lowers the water pressure for the whole house, but it's also a check valve. It's also a check valve, so just like this water goes back towards the street, your water will never go back towards the street. The water in your house won't go back out into the neighbor's house. Okay, so it'll be a check valve and a pressure reduction valve. And it's integrated as one device. Now, when you reduce the pressure to save the pipes, it no longer lets water go backwards. The tank heating can no longer go backwards either. So you have 80 psi, you need an expansion tank. You have over 80 psi, you need an expansion tank. You have over 80 psi, you need a check valve and a regulator valve. That's the word I was looking for. We do not have a regulator valve. We do not have a check valve. We have over 80 psi. Oh, optional systems. Yay. Okay. This right here. This is your weather sensor for the lawn sprinkler system. Alright. It could be more level. I could adjust it a little better. This is your weather sensor, rain freeze sensor for the sprinkler system. It's on this fence. If that part gets missing, then you could be watering in that snow. So you could be watering in the rain. That's the water sensor for the sprinkler system, the lawn sprinkler system. It moves us right on along inside the garage on the south wall. This is the control for the lawn sprinkler system. The zones are labeled. We have instructions. We have a care and use manual. We do not have a plot, that shows you where zone 1 and 2 is, a little map, a little graphic. Okay, it'd be nice if we had one of those. I don't know that it's required. It'd be nice. You usually see it on new construction. You know what else you usually see on new construction? You usually see a building permit on the lawn, the irrigation system. I don't know why you hardly ever see building permits on new construction. You don't see them like you should, I'll put it that way. But, it's quite common and frequent that you do see the building permits for the irrigation system, and we don't. We do not see an irrigation system. And so, we move on along here. Okay, that's our water meter, right? This is our check valve for the lawn sprinkler irrigation system. Those two valves are facing us. Okay, parallel is on, perpendicular is off. Those are isolation valves for the check valve. And then there's a valve over here on the other side from us. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. Okay, that is the main water shutoff valve for the whole system. So you can turn that off, take that out. And if you have a lawn sprinkler that won't work, it won't shut off, you got a zone that runs continuously, just turn it off right there. You can turn it off at any one of these three, but that's the main, and that's what it's for. And it's a little more robust, so I would use that one. These are not to be used so often. Okay, they're not as robust and they might break. But this is the check valve for the lawn sprinkler system. Now on the lawn sprinkler system, by the way, unlike the electric meter, or unlike the electric service panels, hand labeling is fine. And speaking of this, I looked this up in this video. This has been recalled. Your electric load center has been recalled. Now there are ways you can have it replaced. That's an option. Or you can have it repaired. Square D has a white paper, a bulletin, that explains what the deficiency is and how to correct it. Essentially, and the builder has that bulletin, and the builder can have the electrician come out. The builder wants the electrician to come out here and adjust this. The builder doesn't want your house to burn. The builder cares more about you than that. The electrician will take this panel off, come in and torque certain points to certain places where the deficiency was noted by Square D, and then a sticker, a notice will be posted on this so that anybody that follows me, anybody that follows the electrician, anybody that reads this and understands that it was recalled will also see the notices saying that it was repaired and is now an acceptable application.